Hey friends, Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, man, you know this does not work without you guys. You know, it's funny, I've got about 2 hours for my live stream, and one of the things I always do is play a video of one of the talking heads first, and that gives me a chance to go ahead and get the Vimeo going as well, and make sure I got everything sound-wise and everything, and give you guys a chance to get onto the show. And I've got the perfect clip because, you know, I realize that the talking heads are turning more TMZ-like because it's not really as much real information as it is to get a reaction, to clickbait you and things. I mean, you can look, Speak for Yourself is straight up clickbaiters. It's like every day is the Diss Dak channel. You know, it's always going to be Dak Prescott's the worst guy. You know, Jabba the Hutt is just ruthless on him. And that's his thing. I ain't mad at him because, you know, he's getting us to watch and react to it, which is what everybody wants to get, whether it's YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, television, whatever. You want people to listen, whether they like you or hate you. That is the ultimate goal. And if you can troll them to the point where they get under your skin and they make you want to react, well, they're doing their job. It's not about being right anymore. The good old days of ESPN and putting out real information was great. But the clip that I've got, it's amazing because just last week they were talking about the Dallas Cowboys defense. You know, Chris Carter, we've avoided talking about the Dallas Cowboys defense and things because that unit can't start the season. They're in bad shape. DeMarcus Lawrence is out. You know, Robert Quinn has got the hand and the suspension and stuff. There's not DeMarcus Lawrence and things. They don't have a team. So I'm going to play that to start the show. Really? I guess he didn't see the game, did he? We are actually, knock on wood, getting healthy in preseason at the right time, which that just sounds like an oxymoron. It's like getting healthy in preseason at the right time, but we really are. The hopes that Amari Cooper is going to be on the field this week, doing a little bit of practice, and we'll be ready week one. We know DeMarcus Lawrence got off the PUP list last week. You know, these guys aren't going to play in preseason, but he got off. Tyrone Crawford got off of it. And today, Bryan Jones is now off of the PUP list. And these guys are now working out fully with no restrictions. They're going to be ready week one. But when you look at the Dallas Cowboys defense, oh my God. It's going to be hell this week. It is going to be major to figure out who to keep. Not just our frontline guys. We know DeMarcus Lawrence is going to be there. We know Tyrone Crawford, well, maybe not. Tyrone Crawford should be there. We know Kerry Hyder, he's versatile, can play tackle or defensive end, and he looks like he might be the man, the big signing of the offseason. Malik Collins has been unstoppable. And Antoine Woods has just gotten better. You got these guys and more. You know, you got Jalen Jelks, who you don't really want to let go of. He's a young guy and stuff, a lot of potential. Joe Jackson. We may actually have best defensive line conceivably in the NFL. We'll have to wait and see once they get playing in the games, but you have that kind of potential. So Chris Carter, who was just last week talking about the Dallas Cowboys don't have a lineup, they really pay you for your job? Because what I saw was the doomsday defense reincarnated against the Texans. I know the Texans' offensive line's not real good, but damn, you would have thought that they had a whole offensive line of Chaz Greens and Eric Flowers, because they didn't stop Jack. And what you noticed was they were getting turnovers like crazy. And the two things the Dallas Cowboys were missing last year, we had improved on just slightly, we would have been a Super Bowl team. Takeaways and red zone. Takeaways and red zone. And you get Amari Cooper out there, things are going to be a lot better. You get Zach Martin out there, you get Tyron Smith, things are going to be a lot better out there. You get Zeke back. And it's so funny how I love the talking heads. Well, Dak Prescott was only 2 of 5 in that game. What they failed to mention was one of those 5s was a touchdown pass from the 11-yard line in the red zone, where defenses choked down. Now, there was some miscommunication between Michael Gallup and Dak. And it's an interesting story here because Michael Gallup was kind of in awe and kind of intimidated about talking to Dak about things as a rookie. And so he would go through and he would ask Cooper Rush instead of talking to Dak. Well, they got over that, because when they had the miscommunication, they got together and talked and realized, oh, okay, and that's when they threw a touchdown pass. Now, incidentally, I know it was just 2 and 5, but we got a touchdown. The QBR on that, by the way, was a 93. Not incredible, but not exactly like, Jimmy Garoppolo's 0 last week. 0. And it's interesting. This is what I love. Shannon Sharp this morning was talking about Dak Prescott. I got to get the statistics because I had them in my head, but I've lost them. But I believe Dak Prescott is 10 out of 15, or it's like 10 out of 14 or 15 passes, something like that, right? And actually, I need to go ahead and look at the numbers fully. For like 110 yards. So he's like, oh yeah, he's only got 10 completions for like 110 yards. Daking and dacking down the field. But wait. Let me do my math. But 110 divided by 10, I think that's 11 yards per completion. I might be wrong. Let me check. But I think, unless he's doing some different math, you're getting 10, 11 yards of completion, you're doing really well in the NFL. I'm just saying. But we'll be talking about that and much more. But I believe the Dallas Cowboys are definitely getting healthy and maybe one of the more healthy teams in the NFL going into the season. Let's hope it stays that way. I'm Mark Holmes, and I'll see you at our live stream, 9 o'clock